It's been over 10 years since I last took the Staten Island Railway, so I thought now that I have a YouTube channel, why not take it? And of course, if you want to see the full-length trip that I took on the Tottenville Express, you're welcome to become a Patreon member to help to support the channel. And you could be able to see the trip in its entirety without any narration. Now, out of all of the rail-based systems that the MTA has, I must say that personally, I find the Staten Island Railway to be the most unique. Now, why do I say that? Because of the fact that, in a way, it qualifies more as a subway system, but mind you, the lines and the way the system runs almost, and not to mention the surrounding scenery, it's almost like taking one of the commuter railroads. But the one advantage is that it's still the same fare price of taking the subway, which is $2.75, and it's not as expensive as taking the Long Island Railroad or Metro North. And admittedly, I'm happy that the day that I went to take the Staten Island Railway, I'm happy that it was raining outside and the temperature was not too crazy, only because of the fact that when I took the Staten Island Railway, it was raining outside, and from what I've heard, I believe the R44 rail cars, which is the majority of the passenger rolling stock, I believe I've heard that the ventilation doesn't work so well. Not like on the subway, of course. I mean, admittedly, one thing that I kind of don't like, I gotta admit this is kind of a smart strategy on the MTA's move, is that either way, if you're going all the way to St. George, like a majority of people do, either way, you're going to pay for the Staten Island Railway regardless, because at St. George, Tompkinsville, or Tottenville, you still have to swipe the MetroCard to get in the train. At all the other stations, of course, are free, but to leave the Staten Island Railway, you still have to pay. Although, admittedly, it's not as expensive as taking the JFK Air train, which I've heard reportedly is $8, which I find crazy because that's even more expensive than the express bus. But back to the Staten Island Railway, admittedly, taking this trip was not too bad, because admittedly, while being on the express train, in a way, I'm not a big fan of a skip-stop system for rail service. And the reason why I'm not a big fan for skip-stops is because, in a way, that could run the risk of limiting the number of local service, and it wouldn't be as frequent as the express service should be to some extent. In a way, circumstances can vary, of course, and commendably, the day that I went, the Staten Island Railway was able to take care of everything to the best of their ability, and even surpass my expectations. In a way, and it's not like I haven't taken skip stop service. I've of course taken it on the Hudson Bergen Light Rail, but it's not too bad. But again, I couldn't help but enjoy some of the scenery the more south I got to the island, and because at times I pass by this area while I'm at work, and for instance, when I'm taking care of food deliveries, and I never really got to notice it from a passenger's perspective on taking it on the train. So here I am at Tottenville, and it's this train departed as a local, and the train behind it was going to be the express service. So I was able to stay here, take a picture of the Brookville over on the service track, and upload it to Instagram. And now I'm gonna wait for the next train. Either way, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments.